Good morning to you.
Fine morning.
I hope you're well, sir.
I'm doing very well.
Well, let's start with your own view of this. And I'm sure, having worked with the GFA, you understand how these systems work. The GFA has decided, or the decision has been made, that Coach Otuado will not be the one taking us to the World Cup. Is it the right decision at the right time?
Well, thank you for having me, and good morning to your cherished listeners. It's just unfortunate that we woke up this morning to hear this news. I think that in the first place, what everyone needs to understand is that the Black Stars is the number one sporting brand in this country. And so, therefore, if you are interested with the position of the president of the AFC, you need to do proper due diligence in appointing who leads the Black Stars. In 7 years of Mr. Ketokreko's rule, I think this may be the sixth coach. I remember he came to meet Kwesi Appiah, said that where he wants to build the Black Stars, where he wants to take the Black Stars to, he thinks that Kwesi Appiah is not the right man for the job. He then appointed his assistant, and that was a bit confusing. If Kwesi Appiah was not the right man, I was surprised he handed over the job to CK Akodo. CK was relieved of the position, and then I remember at the press conference when CK's position was being, Milovan's position was being announced, Ora Ketokreku said, "There's no time for Matra Makwe," a word, a phrase I've used in 2019, and that we needed to go in for the most experienced coach. He brought in Milo. Milo failed at the AFCON in Cameroon. Then he brought in Otuado. The difficulty I have here also is that the Black Stars has a program which is already known to any FA president. There are two major competitions that the Black Stars will be taking part in qualifying series for the AFCON and then the AFCON proper, and then the qualifying series for the World Cup and the World Cup proper. So at any point in time, when you are appointing a coach, I believe that you must have at the back of your mind the programs ahead of you. But then Kurt then went in for Otuado, who had said publicly that he's only coming in for the playoff match. That is Ghana-Nigeria home, Ghana-Nigeria in Nigeria. And I was surprised that he accepted that kind of arrangement. True to his words, Otto came in, and right after the qualification, he left after the World Cup in Qatar. Then Chris Hutton, who was the technical director for the Black Stars, was also appointed. He was relieved immediately after our disastrous performance at the Côte d'Ivoire AFCON. At this point, Tet decided that let's take our time, look for a coach who can take us for a long haul. He put up a criteria, he put out a selection committee, and then in the end, the settle was Otuado. A lot of Ghanaians, including you sports journalists, question why Otuado, because per the criteria set forth, Otto did not meet the criteria, but yet still, the FA president went ahead and gave him the job. Well, once he has been appointed, we all need to support him. Then Otto failed to qualify for AFCON for the first time in over 20 years. Then the call for his sack started. Sack Otto, sack Otto, sack Otto. Some of us said at that time that, well, even though he has failed to qualify for AFCON, he is still topping the group in the World Cup qualifying series. So for us, if we can strengthen the technical bench, give him some assistance so that he can qualify us to the World Cup, then that should be the ideal situation. Especially when the FA president has told us categorically clear that he has brought Otto for a project. And so, for the first time in the history of the Ghana Football Association, Otto was given a 3-year contract with an extension of 2. So there was no point for anybody or somebody like me who understands football to say that I support his sack. No, Because the president has made it clear that this whole thing of let's sack coach is not good. Let's maintain Otto, let's help build him, and then we take him. That's his position. But once he's the man in charge, we can only give him the support. Then they brought Pfeiffer or Schaffer, the German technical director, to support Otto. Then we qualify for the World Cup. Now, we've qualified for the World Cup. The call for his sack still was raging on. A lot of people were still calling for his sack. Some of us still said that, no, please maintain him, because you have given him a project. You call it a project. So let's stick to the project. Now, I will even commend the GFA for accepting these two matches. First of all, the GFA played earlier two matches, Ghana, Japan, Ghana, Korea, and then Ghana, Austria, then Ghana, Germany. All these four are top-level international friendlies. We lost the first one to Japan, we lost the second one to Korea, we lost to Austria, and now we've lost to Germany. The truth is that you need to take these matches to know the strength of your team. So for me, I was so happy that we were taking this exercise. It was going to expose us to our weaknesses. It was going to expose us to our technical abilities, whether we were doing well or not. All this was factors that will inform going forward. Now, there's a saying that the voice of the people is the voice of God. The sports minister, current sports minister, Honorable Idi Adam, has made it clear. I mean, he has not shunned away from his dislike for Otto. He said that he doesn't believe that Otto is the right man for the job. And he made it his position very, very clear. So me, when we woke up this morning and he's no more, the man who pays also has a say. Remember that in this job, once it's the national team, it belongs to the people of Ghana. And the Black Stars have just been entrusted in the hands of the GFA to take care. But the man who pays, which is the government of Ghana, the taxpayers' money, they have a say in decision making as far as the Black Stars are concerned. So it's concerned. So I am not surprised that we woke up this morning and it's no more.
So you see this more as a decision of the person holding the purse than a decision of the GFA?
Yes. Ask me why.
Yes, of course. I was going to ask you why.
Because when Ghanaians, I won't say a section of the way, I can say the majority of Ghanaians were calling for Otto to be sacked after we failed to qualify for the AFCON. And then we qualified for the World Cup. What did the FA president say? He said, you Ghana people, what do you want? What at all do you want? So for me, Kirk has faith in Otto. The sack is definitely not coming for him. But as you already know, in football, they have to accept it and say that yes. But I know it's not coming for him.
I see. If that is the case, is that a right decision to make at this time, about 70 days to the World Cup?
You see, there's the positives and the negatives. So in football, sometimes you take the risk. The positive is that you bring in a new coach, you decide to cut his net wide. Remember, in Otto's mind, certain players, he has blocked them from coming to the Black Stars. In Otto, I don't think the Hotnodwe and Ketia or the DIU will join the Black Stars. But maybe if a new coach comes, he will say, well, me, I want to go to the World Cup to do well or to even win the World Cup. So I want to open my net and I want to cast my net wider and see if I can catch more fish and then make my team stronger. Again, anytime a new coach is appointed, depending on the caliber of the coach that you appoint, maybe he will stamp his authority and then everybody wants to impress that coach. In that case, you get good results. Now, the other side of it is that the timing. You will say that, I know there are people who want to say that, oh, but even you, GFA, and you guys, you did it. You sacked Kwesi Appiah, brought in Abraham Grant, and you went all the way to the AFCON final. Algeria did it, Morocco did it, and it worked. In recent time, Cote d'Ivoire did it. They sacked the head coach, the assistant coach then won the cup. So there are other examples that you can set. But again, you need to also look at the kind of materials at your disposal. When Avram Grant took over the Black Stars, he didn't make any change. He didn't make any significant change. I don't think he added more than 2 players into the squad. In the Cote d'Ivoire instance, for instance, it was the same set of players. Now, if you are not lucky, a coach come in and begin to do a wholesale change. It's not easy to bond together. Club football is totally different from national team football. National team football, the maximum you get is maybe 2 weeks preparing for a major tournament. And so, looking at the timing now, we have only two international friendlies or 2 warm-up games to prepare for the World Cup. Is it enough for a coach to assess a team? That's the other side of it.
Either way, we need to make a decision as to who leads us to the World Cup. What do you think the FA should be looking out for?
This morning, I posted on my Facebook page that I want the FA president to do a broader consultation. He shouldn't just rush. After all, if you make the decision, the earliest that coach can call a player or can test players is in June. So take your time, do broader consultation, and I'm sure if the decision was from the government, they are ready to pay more. Remember, in all the coaches that we've started, it comes with compensation. As far as I'm concerned, if Otto's contract was 3 years, then we must be prepared to pay something around 2 million as compensation. That's what we are looking at. If his salary is 50,000 and he's left with about 2 years in his contract, that's like $1.2 million plus bonuses and damages. We are looking at 2 million compensation. So if the government is ready to pay, which some people have argued that if we spend more to get the best for Ghana, yes, there's no platform to market Ghana than the World Cup.
Do you have a coach in mind?
No.
There are those who have suggested
Herve Renard. You know why I won't, even if I... Then it will be like, these are the people who say they should start coaching. Anyway, I don't even have. Let's do wild consultation. He's so fortunate. Where he sits now, he has access to coaches. CAF executive committee member or vice president of CAF, he can reach out to a lot of people and they can advise him. So I think that he shouldn't rush. He should take his time and make a decision that will benefit Ghana. And in making that decision, this is what I've been telling him from day one. The Black Stars, the brand. So in appointing who leads it, take your time and take that decision. And don't do like you know it all. It won't help. Consult wider. Get people's perception about the person you are bringing in. And make sure that you are giving him a 2 years contract, not 3 years contract. National teams, mostly, we will say 2 years. And then we can extend 2 more years or 1 more year, depending. But you have given Otto 3.
I see. A few names have come up this morning to conclude. In fact, I'm sure you know Alaji Alohap.
Very, very well. Good friend.
He says Mourinho. My colleague here at Radio Gold, Henry Agbai, is proposing Herve Renard. And I'm sure you've heard Herve Renard's name for many years now, that he should take over the Black Stars. What do you think?
Renard, if you ask me, if we can afford, will be my number 1 choice.
If we can afford?
Yes, because he's a proven coach, especially on this African continent and beyond. He's a proven coach, no doubt about that. He understands the African culture. He understands the black player mentality. He's worked in Africa. He's won the African Cup of Nations. He's a proven coach. So for me, if you say you are going for such a coach, and I know in the past some attempts were made, even through me, because I had some level of contact with him. And so in the past, at that time he said he was not ready and that he had other commitments and all that. But for now, I don't know. But those in charge, if we can afford, why not? Remember, the coach of Saudi Arabia, if you are going for him, you'll be prepared.
Mr. Afriyie, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Mr. George Afriyie is former vice president of the Ghana Football Association, joining us on the line. He agrees with Evogojo. He says Al-Wahab, no. Mourinho doesn't coach national teams. Everyone knows this. I say Herve Renard, he beat us with 2 different countries based on his detection of a fundamental flaw in our national team. Who is better placed to cure that flaw than him? That's Henry. Henry, thank you very much for that comment. There's also this one from, is this Papa BC from Spinters, who says, this time around, the government must issue the urgent directive to all ministers and CEOs to have one source of information in every sector to deal with the public or media houses or any journalist seeking information for all government projects, so that we can have we can have clarity relative to genuineness of information given to any information seeker. And if there is any leakage, trace it, get a saboteur for prosecution. For example, Ministry of Transport or Roads and Highways, let's have a particular sector that will be dealing with all this information. And then he says, and for coaching job for the Black Stars, please let Coach James Kwesi Appiah have it. Papa BC sent that from Spin Test. There is Samson Obedapia Doc, who says Otto Addo shouldn't have been the coach of the Black Stars in the first place, especially his second coming. He should have been sacked long ago. He's as clueless as an slot of my own Liverpool. My prayer is to get Slot out just like Otto Addo. Hey, Charlie. And the Slot has just dribble like that from Doc. Anyway, so that's but those are very interesting opinions on what should happen next. I think the firing of Otto Addo was just, first of all, one of the things this FA needs to do is to go back to the script. The one you drew before you changed it and brought in Coach Otto Addo. Well, also Otto Addo's story may not be the best. He has some security because this contract is signed in such a way that even when they fire you, they pay you for the rest of the term that you were supposed to have been engaged. So they pay the rest of. So if he has 1 year left on his contract, they will pay for that 1 year. That is called security.
And no anything I'm person me blasters anymore.
The security.
Me 2 years, sir. Me Bobbe say you mo pam me krana.
You will take your money. And that's what happened in Kofi's case, because the shop caught fire. He didn't just lose goods, he lost hope. But in his case, he has security backup. Reliable one. SIC Insurance was there to help him rebuild, restore, and smile again. Aram's car was damaged. SIC responded with speed, getting him back on the road and back to joy. And when Alassan's family faced the unexpected, SIC stood by them, replacing every stolen item and restoring peace of mind. These are the moments that matter. To the Kofis, the Arams, Alassans, and to you. At SIC Insurance, every policy carries a sacred promise to deliver, to care, to be there when it matters most. So join the SIC Insurance family today for your motor, fire, accident, travel, and marine insurance needs. You'll be glad you did. Talk to a broker or any of our licensed agents today. Or call toll free on 0800 100 055. SIC Insurance, our promises are sacred. SM.
Yo, Ghana you here coach. Na yesi sena Eric Ten Hag ne Enzo Maresca ne Ruben Amorim aseni F4 message hi. Oma send Ghana F hi. But F ni say mie.
Do we even read the message?
Mie message.
Do we even read the message?
Yeah, payment to you ya. Eric Ten Hag ne that ye mie message ni akinkan you. Timbam choba bi amono.
They should stay there.
Okay, that's the lighter side. Susan Center for say the CB men, the CB women aba. Na CB men no mema no monkuto modie no. Enti be me bia ebia ide roba bia she obema ojonso a obreye pa. Ana se ojonso ani mu achemienu. Ana se ebi obi okra na ne bema nim hyehye na mo hu de oye ne ho mesrew. Onsa kan CB men capsules na anopani anwumre wo de no numbi. Sa ha horo we nyina no ebe firi ho. Omo de CB women so aba. Enti oba opese osiesie amfi ofefefe de a ene no soso no CB women capsules no ene ohia bebo yi pa oba woni bema Asia na esote yawo anase wono no wo ha so no ni atenka the feeling of the zozi no ono ni bi anase o sa burning sensation bi oba abosome so kwa feature menstrual pains anase menstrual cramps eno soso bi wo so a CB women capsules no bebo yi pa atimi amwatu ase ope bi atode Ghana ha de na ese herbal shop pharmacy anaasɛ chemical shop biara no wobɛnya bi atumi atɔ ɛwɔ hɔ open dodoɔ mu atumi etu akɔkɔtɔ akwasibro ne sɛ for bulk purchase kɔ Repage Ventures ɛwɔ Kanshi anaasɛ frɛ Suzy Abafo ɛwɔ 0247 111671 0247 111671 anaasɛ 0246 578750 0246 578750 Suzy Aba Center Ghana ma ɛne mɛma se wɔn ɛda mo ase na Alhaji ɛyɛ Mohammed Abdul Salam ɛne boss ɛne ɔwadeɛ mo no mo ho nyinaa ɛnom se yɛmfa nsɛm into Ghana fo nyinaa nim National Lottery Authority for sɛ nkrofo bi ni nanenam ɛna wɔn ɛde to adehyɛ anim sɛ ai wɔmetimi amom lotto numbers na ansana no ɔmɛ register ɔmɛgye sika kakra bi wɔ hɔ ansana na ɔtwe no ɔmɛ de lotto numbers no atimi ama ai ebia Facebook WhatsApp any other social media platforms so wo okro timi fa phone no afrew pa cho na tu show bi o ubetwa na utwa na mama me share na de a mesrew san krofo no so me adwuma o NLA ai omo ye NLA officials enom omudi se adwuma na mesrew NLA emma lead winning numbers set numbers bi ho abe ena NLA for chiche ne se enkwabodo no da bi omo nye saa enom nso mo bibia na se kuo bia so mo nkɔ no mo register krofo no mo nso mo bɔ se omo be mom lotto numbers yi ebi games ni nyina are purely games of chance. Ntinyankopon ya wadom na fa de ma de a eno mbitu oka. Ai eneli unim na kotua sika de ma smesi anaso obenten pa de a mbacho memkɔbɔ eneli force bo. Ai mesra mo ani na ho na fa ho sha godie no mu yie no bi anyo 419 bukata. Enti o stay alert no be scammed and play responsibly. For further inquiries, eneli customer service helplines no mo ho no obetimi afrɛ wo mo na odo hawa hudo nyina timi ato manim 0266 087 966 0266 087 966 anase 0266 087 946 0266 087 946 NLA development through games.
Well, a few comments before we take a break. This is Master Akpabli, incoming executive member at Yawaso's constituency. He said, is it the same Kwesi Appiah who, after the match against USA in the 2014 World Cup, said he has started the young players just so he can bring on the experienced players when the opponent players are tired? The same person I'm hearing they want to bring to replace the sacked Otuado. Let's be serious in this country. Sipsy is our default coach, by the way. Let's just give him the national team perpetually. Emmanuel Enim says, Amoichi Oforipenyin has no shame crying about Chibi Hospital. You should call Kenneth Oyata, Gabi, and Asante Bedia to fix it. That's coming from Manuel Enim, and I guess SM played that voice earlier.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised because I heard our former president also talking about completing the agenda.
Who was born is the side message number as okay operator voice number.
Nilate is also joining us. Manuel Enim against CS. Okay, I think he said Amuchi of Repent to go on demonstration as he did in 2016. There's Theophilus Adika. Growth is often quiet. Just because you don't see the harvest today doesn't mean the roots aren't deepening. Have a productive day. Good morning to you, Theophilus. Good morning to Vincent Keswad Bedo, Alaji Harina and Ashaiman, Celeste Gabiam. Good morning to you. Goodness Saji, Michael Pakbuakwe. Good morning to Abiu Mandela, who is also joining us. Says there's a lot of work to be done on this Black Star team. I wonder how any coach can turn this team around within this short space of time before the World Cup. Please ask Muftar if it's possible to sell our slot. That's also another option. For the right amount, we can try that. Audio Deborah is also joining us. Happy to be associated with Good Morning Conversation today. I intentionally decided to do so. Good morning. Alexa Haji, greetings from Keta Ajidozongo. Please, I want FVV rice to buy any contact. I'll get you some. There's Ala Joanna and Shama who says the Black Stars need first-class coach to shape them properly for the World Cup. Emmanuel Enim, Tuado, have you seen your end? There's Ala Joanna and Shama who's also commenting the Black Stars need first-class coach. Okay. There's Max Onimba Bwedi. There's Cosmos Omega who says, what was on Amoichia when his Kingsman Kingsman was president. He received 5 million Ghana cedis to celebrate his own anniversary for getting the hospital. You should go on demonstration as he did the last time. Akumapa Talk Show, good morning. And Nilate, look at the way Nancy. Okay, that was when I was doing the interview with SM. Alfred Kokusapo, and I can see Stephen is as very happy as I am this morning about the firing of Otuado. So many of you are happy to hear that Otuado is no longer our coach. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Nancy will join us with his preferred person to lead the Black Stars. We'll be back. I think you'll back SM anyway.
Yeah, mama bro.
Why na?
Your friend mama na me dey assign. So they will see wunya hu edro. And them remo PC Herbal Center. And then fidie ehwehwe nipadua mu. Na odi ahahenra FDA. Agya to mu esa yare esiesie wi. Why and o say nimpa so agro enso ani. Munyina monko PC Herbal Center. Na ma menzema besiesie o. Wusisi ya sha okatita. Eni yare benetiti wo. Ko PC Herbal sesia. Ana oba onwo ana wodie upeni mnyam ana etunyam nyina bra na PC Herbal be hihye wo nipadua no ama ne sisi so kama ne bo so de se fofofo
Hey, sir.
she PC Herbal Center itwa kwan e wo Madina Social Welfare Takraden so on the Air Force Station Basic School no and a din hwe mu 00540 740 740 0542 995 997 oba bema Bra PC Herbal Center. Na yen show.
Every 28th March, I copy 8th April, a high sense super fridge promo. Fridge beer. And one high sense showroom, you know. Yeah, titi so sell. So per 45-liter fridge. And yes, who them and our officer. So per 688-liter refrigerator. And yes, some will see you know. High sense will be man. Fridge type burn out pay. Single door, double door, cross door, side by side. And now your elegant French door models, Nibi. High sense chest freezer. Emu dopa. Your upright freezers, no. And my quite more to Miss Shenema be supermarket, provision stores. Any new market, you know. High sense display fridge. And our drinks make chilly. Say, can you work end up from? So high sense fridge. And ching them can you say 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Hi. Every 28th March, I copy 8th April. And your high sense super fridge promo. High sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
I've been so cool. Or maybe restaurant and 2 a.m. sounds. Now first in Mabel's Park. When Nungwala Tade Saints or Nautical Quantum Poniso. Ain't Jumedi beer with your Ben here gun and in Nigeria for new and be at his jollof rice, plain rice, bankuni tilapia, mabrami pizza, eba any agushi in Kuobi, okra soup, bitter leaf stew, any afofro bebre. So we a year oji our dear O2 bedding. And now posa woody Jumedi na here in Niane Papano. For my dinner for any Mabel restaurant, any Mabel's Park. Yeah, free delivery. To show much kwai ewa Nungwa C5 Junction and Nungwa Latter-day Saints. For Omo ewa 0244 052012 and I say 0270 258028. Mabel's Restaurant and Mabel's Pub in Niane Penina Himfi.
Anokwa semankopie enidaso wo ho herbal clinic enka ni yade aka me so ye ka herbal clinic wobin eni yade mu pa dia na edi kan eni enidaso wo ho herbal clinic adokotafo animdefo a wosia dia ben wonya bre hwehwe eni yade potia hawo na wo san yade no krakra se ye wani na tapru nsuo eso na keka wo eso ye wuwisiwisi ade wachira wonhunu wontumi nhunu atwedie yempo na wakenkan ne mento nchia na enidaso wo ho nti me se pania to forma na dwompo a ubehuna fa every say eni yade de wote no te yade binom so te se stroke hernia ne diabetes de wobetu asia kra afri ni padua no mu afi lab test ahodo no nyina so woye bi
ya wa kra Kumasi Takraden so ubehu yen wo Port Cortes eben Archbishop Potter Girls School
Fred Doctor e wo 0559 901234 eni da so wo ho herbal clinic na eni da so wo ho ma obia.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
Well, I think it's exactly 7 minutes past 9 here in the studios of Radio Gold 90.5 FM. As I announced earlier, we have in studio Mr. Benjamin Suman, someone I haven't seen for a while. The last time I saw him, I think, was at the funeral of a good comrade Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed. Yes. That was the last time I saw this man's face. Nowadays, he's rare. It's difficult to meet.